Hello and welcome to the Regional Sports Network National Hockey League Daycare League. In this special league, it's up to the regional sports networks to have their teams win as many games as possible to earn points in the NHL-style point system and have a better winning percentage. The top 4 networks will make it to the playoffs where games will matter a lot more, and the only network left will win the Best Parenting Network Award and maybe another prize. First, I'll explain how the point system works and give out points. Then I'll explain how the winning percentage system works, and you'll find out which 4 networks have won all of their games throughout this video. After each week, each new installment, which will be released each Tuesday, will be smooth sailing, so make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. There are 11 networks in this league. In Canada, we have TSN and Sportsnet, and over in the US, the other 9 networks are New England Sports Network, Altitude Sports, Bally Sports, MSG Networks, Root Sports, Sportsnet Pittsburgh, Scripps Sports, NBC Sports, and Monumental Sports Network. You can also see the teams they carry. The networks earn 2 points when they broadcast the teams they carry winning, and earn 1 point for each overtime loss or national win. If 2 teams from the same chain of networks go up against each other, it doesn't matter who wins, because the network will not get any points regardless. Here's the kicker. If there ends up being a public outrage because of something horrible a network did that week, the network gets 10 points taken away. Let's start with opening night, with an ESPN exclusive triple header making up the games. The Blackhawks and Golden Knights won, so NBC and Scripps each got a point, while the Predators defeated the Lightning, but both are usually on Bally, so they don't get any points yet. The next night is when all 7 Canadian teams play, and all of them have to be nationally televised. Sportsnet gained 2 points when the Flames beat the Jets and the Leafs beat the Canadiens, and were supposed to get another 1 or 2 when the Canucks beat the Oilers, but not only is it also nationally televised, both teams are natively on Sportsnet, so it does not count. The Canadiens' loss was actually a shootout loss, so TSN gets a point. Over in the United States, Nucks got a point when the Bruins beat the Blackhawks on TNT, and Bally got 2 points when the Hurricanes beat the Senators locally. Altitude's Avalanche also won on TNT, so they got a single point. The 12th was just as busy as the Stars won against the Blues in a shootout. The Wild beat the Panthers and the Predators beat the Kraken, but that only earned Bally 2 points, as only the Predators win counted. MSG also only earned a single point, as the Rangers beat the Sabres, which doesn't count, and the Devils beat the Red Wings on ESPN+/Yahoo. NBC and Scripps each got 2 points this time when the Flyers beat the Blue Jackets and the Knights beat the Sharks. On Friday, October 13th, there were only 2 games, as luck decided. Sportsnet Pittsburgh earned a point when the Penguins beat the Capitals on SN+/Yahoo, but when the Coyotes beat the Devils in a shootout, that earned Scripps 2 points and MSG only 1. The next day, all 7 Canadian teams all played on the same night again, and TSN earned 4 points from that when the Sens beat the Flyers and the Jets beat the Panthers. Sportsnet, however, oversaw 4 games but only earned 2 points, as they were all national, and the Nucks and Oilers were up against each other, with the Canucks winning again. The Habs beat the Hawks, the Leafs beat the Wild, and the Pens beat the Flames, earning Sportsnet Pittsburgh 2 points. Nucks got 2 points when the Bruins beat the Preds, and MSG got no points when the Islanders beat the Sabres, because they cover both teams. On Bally, the Blue Jackets beat the Rangers, the Red Wings beat the Lightning, the Blues beat the Kraken in a shootout, and the Canes also beat the Kings in a shootout, but that only earned them 4 points, as half of the games were their teams against each other. Root got a point out of the shootout loss too. Altitude got 2 points and NBC got just 1 when the Habs beat the Sharks in a shootout. The Knights beat the Ducks, getting Scripps 2 points. It's come again on the 15th, where the Sens beat the Lightning and got TSN 2 points, while Bally enjoyed only a Frank Vetrano hat-trick, as the Ducks beat the Canes, but the game didn't count towards much of anything. They only had to wait until October 16th to get their points, as the Panthers beat the Devs, but the Red Wings also beat the Blue Jackets, which means they got just 2. That's also how many points MSG and NBC got each, as the Rangers beat the Yotes and the Hawks beat the Leafs respectively. Monumental finally got 2 points and Sportsnet got 1 when the Caps won against the Flames in a shootout. The points standings as of right now look like this. Bally leads with 10 whole points. TSN and Scripps are tied with 7, while NBC has 6, Sportsnet has 5 and MSG has 4. There's a 3-way tie between 3 independent networks with 3 points for each network. That's a lot of 3s for NESN, Altitude and Sportsnet Pittsburgh. Monumental has 2 points with only 1 win and Nucks has no wins, 1 shootout loss, 1 point and quite a few other types of games. Now, on to the part that matters. The winning percentage, also known as percent. So, for those who don't know how it normally works, if you haven't lost at all, your percentage is 1 or whole, which means 100%. Having the same number of games won and lost means it's 0.5 or 50%. More wins raise the percentage closer to 100% and more losses lower it closer to 0%. Your winning percentage needs to be high enough to make the playoffs, as I have given only 4 spots out of the 11 networks participating. In this version, both me and the calculator I use have decided that OT losses count as half a game won and both national games and games with networks battling themselves do not count at all. So there are 4 categories a game can be placed in. The first category is a game that has been won, the second is a game that has been lost, the third is a game lost in overtime or shootout, and the last is national games or games against themselves, aka the games that don't count towards anything. 4 teams have PCT of 1 so far, that's Altitude and Monumental, who have all gone 1-0-0-1 and Sportsnet Pittsburgh, who has gone 1-0-0-2. At the other end of the spectrum, the only other independent network, Root Sports, is sitting at .250, as they have unfortunately gone 0-1-1-1. The Maple Leafs games are split between TSN and Sportsnet. They have all been national so far, so neither has to worry about that yet. Between the Jets and the Senators, TSN has gone 3-1-0-1 with the Habs giving them 2 ghost games, which would make the total 3-1-0-3, so they have PCT of .750. The other half of their teams, Habs and Leafs, have not played a regional game yet. Sportsnet has not won or lost in a non-ghost game yet, as 6 of their games have been national and the other is surprisingly a OT loss. This gives them PCT of .500, as only half a game has been won but games have yet to be lost. Thank you, Flames. Scripps would have had an amazing record of 3-0-0-1 but the Yotes lost on the 16th, which makes the record 3-1-0-1 instead with PCT of .666. MSG has gone to 2-1-5, tying Sportsnet's PCT of .500, as half of their teams only played ghost games so far. Across 11 teams, Bally has a record of 5-6-0-16 for a PCT of .454 with only 45.45% of games won. The next to last network is NBC, which has gone to 3-1-2 for a PCT of .417 because they have won 41.67% of games. The last one is Root, as I explained earlier. Who do you think will move up or down? Who are you rooting for? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe and turn on notifications so you can know when the next installment comes out, and I hope you enjoyed this one. See you next week.